Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 13. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're a family member of one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, I did not do last week's episode where it was footage you haven't seen, because I figured if it was that good of a footage, they would have showed it before then. So I was like, I didn't even waste my time on that. So yo, I apologize if y'all did not get a video of Real Housewives of Atlanta last week. And like low key, I didn't think it was gonna come on last night because the Oscars were on. So I assumed that if they gonna skip a week because of the Grammys, they were gonna do the same thing for the Oscar. But when I went to look at my DVR and see if it was coming on, it said, "Yep, we coming on." I was like, okay, we gonna get through this, cause like I'm needing something. Either we need to doggone it, get rid of everybody and bring in some new girls. We need to get rid of the show because these last two seasons they haven't really been bringing it to me like I wanted to bring it to me. But anyway, back to this review. Cynthia, and even though Kenya's pissed that Tanya would embarrass her, so they already know that Kenya's gonna be out for blood. Don't come for her unless she sends for you. You know this is her saying. It's been her saying for a good long while. So all the ladies meet up. Kenya, she says hi to everybody. She doesn't say hi to Tanya. Tanya's like, "Oh, you look beautiful." She said, "I always try to look beautiful when I'm going to read somebody." I was like, okay. So she lets Tanya know up front, I am going to be reading you. So get prepared. This reading is coming. So she's mad that Tanya would bring up this wig for the girls and for the world to see to embarrass her. She says that she is a walking billboard for $1 million company that she built with her two hands. And I don't know how you make your money. I don't know if you get your money from your fiance, you have a trust fund, you have a job. I don't know how you make your money, but this is how I make my money selling Kenya Moore hair care, okay? And you tried to discredit me, but Tanya was like, all of us, we wear wigs, we wear weave, we wear braids, we wear pieces. What's the big deal? But let Kenya tell it, she doesn't do any of those things. Like, she is running a business to let women know that you can grow long, healthy hair and you don't need weaves. But if she decides to wear a protective style to protect her natural hair, that is okay. But the only problem with that is people are only going to hear that you are wearing a wig or a weave. They're not even going to care about this is a protective style to protect my natural hair. All they're going to hear is I wear a wig or a weave. Now I'm like, now Kenya, it's simple. Do you wear a wig or a weave or not? It don't matter if you're wearing it all the time. If you wear it, maybe, say I wear a wig, she wears a wig or a weave, maybe a week out of the month to, protect her hair, protect her styling. That's okay, but you're making it seem like you don't do it at all when she says we all wear wigs or weave. You should say, I don't wear them all the time, just sometimes to protect my hair. Because when you say I don't do that and then you turn around and say I do it as a protective style, it's like, okay, was it a protective style or you don't wear it at all? Either way, I don't care if she wearing a wig or a weave. I know that she has long, healthy hair. It's just the fact that you was always dogging everybody else about wearing wigs or weave, and then you was out here doing it as a protective style. Like, that makes you a better person because you're not rocking a wig or rocking a weave all the time. She goes on to say how this is how she feeds her daughter. She says that you was trying to sabotage her, so Tanya hit her with weren't you trying to sabotage Marlo's event? And she's like, we're not talking about Marlo. But I was like, we talking about sabotaging businesses. You showed up at Marlo's event with a marching band this could mess up her business. People not worried about her business because you done came in and cut up several foods. Years ago when you went to Phaedra's event, that could have been messing up the business that she had going on. But it's okay for you to go and cut up several foods at other people's event, but you just don't want them to do that at your event. Is this what you're trying to tell us? Like, I don't know. And then she tries to throw Cynthia on the bus, talking about something. Cynthia brought the cookie lady out to an event where the ladies is going to be at. And then, Bravo showed that beautiful bean footage of Cynthia introducing Cookie Lady to some of the ladies, but she was like, I wasn't doing that to be malicious towards Tanya. That was the farthest from my mind. But these two get to arguing. Cookie Lady shows up courtesy of Kenya. So I was like, okay, so reading her wasn't good enough. You're gonna bring a Cookie Lady in, get a good few jabs in. But what I got out of this conversation is Tanya's fiance was at a bar. Cookie Lady was at the same bar. Now this is according to her, he was waving her down. When she went to the bathroom, he went to the bathroom too. Now it's not like it was a co-ed bathroom. It could have been they was going to the bathroom at the same time. I don't know, but she says they went to the bar. They was talking. He said he was single. He said he was... I don't know what business he said he was in, but that's not the business that he is in. And nothing went further from that, and they just parted ways. But like the way she was telling Cynthia and Kenny was like, yes, girl, I couldn't shake this man. I was just minding my own business. This man came up. He kept on talking to me. He kept on trying to get me his business card. He was trying to get with me very strong. But now she's saying is we talked at the bar, but nothing came out of it. And Tanya was like, well, is that the only thing that happened? You two talked at the bar? Like, first of all, he's not single. Second of all, everybody that knows my husband knows that he is in tech. And Ken's like, that's not your husband. That's your fiance. I was like, how you know that they didn't slip off and go to the courthouse? How you know they didn't slip off and go to Vegas and get married with a fake Elvis impersonator? I was about to say the little Chapel of Love because I was watching Back to the Future the other day, and I remember in part 2 when Marty and Jennifer got married at the Chapel of Love. I think that was called. But anyway, yeah. How you know they didn't do that? And this is now her husband. I don't know. It don't matter. But so Tanya's like, so that's it. Cookie Lady doesn't know why Tanya has an attitude with her. But I was like, Tanya doesn't have an attitude with her. But she's like, so you're saying he did A, B, and C, and D. I don't see anything wrong with that. But the way she was telling Cynthia and Kenya a few episodes back, she seemed like she was putting 20 on 10. But I don't know. And Tan's like, it seems like he was being messy going to Kenya and Cynthia bringing up this information. They claimed that Cookie Lady did not know that the cameras were on. My thing is, how does Cookie Lady know that this is Tanya's fiance? How did she know that? Now, I know Tanya's been on this show for a few seasons, but like, was the episode aired for her to know that this was Tanya's season? I don't know, but she claimed that the camera was there. But my thing is, their mics were still on, so their mics hadn't been turned off yet. So therefore, whatever was picked up, soon as the boom man heard what was going on, sound man, he was going to tell the cameraman, and the cameraman, granted they was off at a far distance, but they caught you on camera saying these things. So that's it with them. Now, y'all, we're moving over to Todd and Candy. Now, we would think that these two would be on cloud 9, Kayla, she's off in New York, trying to handle her grown-up business. Riley, she was interning in New York. They have a baby coming due in a few months. She's auditioning for roles. Todd and Kayla's relationship is a little bit better. He's not always harassing her about what she's doing. They're speaking their own speaking terms right now. Things should be good, right? But it's not. Mama Joy's back in her old ways. She talk about something. She doesn't believe that that Todd would take care of Riley if something happened to Candy. Saying that she gonna put Riley as her beneficiary before Candy because she knows Riley will take care of her brother and sister and make sure that they are taken care of. And she didn't even want Candy's name on her house. Because, like, say something happened to Candy. And Candy name on Mama Joy's house. She don't want to have to deal with Todd. I'm like, she make it seem like Todd just out here living off of Candy. She make it seem like Todd was doggone and asking for money at an overpass when Candy met Todd. She liked him because he was cute, and then they got together. Now he living off of her. Todd had a good job that he gave up to be with Candy. While being with Candy, got several businesses together. Wasn't OLG restaurant his idea? Therefore, branching off another restaurant. Now he's trying to get several more restaurants going. It's not like Todd's at home spending Candy's money. He's out here business minded like her. So I don't know what happened to where Mama Joyce is just thinking that Todd is like using Candy. Now I do believe Todd will put his foot down and be like, Riley, you don't need, this expensive car at your age. Like, make sure your grades is good. Make sure you do an A, B, C, and D. It's just not like I'm just gonna give you this, because that's how he is with Kayla. Like, it's not like he's living off of Candy's money and Kayla's just over here destitute. It's like, no, I want you to work for what you getting. I don't want to just hand it to you. You gotta work for it, and that's why I think that where it will be for Todd. It's not like he just gonna be like, nope, this is all my money now. Riley, you don't get nothing. Nah, boo boo. It's not that. It's like, I want you to appreciate when you work for it, you appreciate it more, and that's where I think it comes from. Now, Portia and Dennis, they go see Dr. Sherry. Now, Portia, even though she's accepted Dennis's proposal all over again, she can't quite trust him. Like, when it comes to them being intimate with each other, she just can't go there at this moment because, like, her mind just not letting her. It's like all these things in her mind, and she can't get close to the man she loves because he hurt her. And it's like, I'm pretty sure it's very confusing. Like, I love you, I want this to work, but I can't be physical and intimate with you because of the things that you've done to hurt me. He doesn't understand it because he's just like, well, I said I was sorry and I gave you a new ring, so I thought that we should be having all of the sex now, but we not having all of the sex now, so I really don't know what to say. So hopefully these two get together. Now, I did hear somewhere that he had cheated and got somebody pregnant. I don't know how true that is, because you know how people like to, get on the internet and just make up lies just because they can. We had a little scene with Kenya and Mike, and he's trying to get a venue together for some little, I don't know if it was a charity organization or some kind of event he had going on, but like, he was basically not listening to Kenya at all, and she just getting her confession, like, when he's in work mode, like, there's nothing you can do to, like, slow him down. It's crazy how she can speak her mind to everybody but her husband. She sits back and he just be treating her any old type of way, and he is the only one that does that. Like, she can clap back at any and everybody, but she won't tell him how she feel. Like, hold up now, I'm talking. Now, you don't have to talk over me, all those things. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. Oh, yeah. I did not like that scene with Cynthia and Mike. I didn't. When he had his 17-year-old daughter, his friends, Cynthia, they sitting there talking. He's saying how he's never been in love like, you had met Mike, a few years ago. He's not the man that he is now. Like, Cynthia's like maybe the first woman he's actually loved, and like, his daughter's sitting there hearing this like, oh, so you never really did love my mama, so is this what you tell me? She kind of like starts to cry and wanders off. I was like, yeah, that was a conversation that shouldn't have been had in front of her, but I guess he didn't know it was going to affect her the way it is. And I was like, yeah, I felt bad in that scene for her. Just like, well, dang, you ain't even love my mama like that for real. But here this new woman coming on. You ain't known her that well, but you love her and you want to be a better man now. But Cynthia knows that he is cheated in his last two relationships. So what does that say about her? Is she going to get cheated on? So we'll see. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, $3.99. Make sure your notifications are on so with my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my people. If you're already a family member of one of my people, now that's what I call my subscribers, my family member and one of my people. So if you are already a family member of one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my people by clicking that icon above. And this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.